Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I haven't posted in a little while, so I'm excited to get back into this.
So, I don't really know when I'm going to play Vending Machine Chapter 5. The last chapter took a long time, so...
I think that I need to mentally prepare for it for a little while. And today, as you know from the title, I am playing Messed Up Mystery Riddles. So play along with me. Let's see who wins. I hope that I get at least like a pretty good amount right, like most of them. And I think this will be pretty fun. So right before we start, let's do a quick subscribe button challenge. Try to press the subscribe button. Let's do 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Did you do it? Know that you're subscribed. Make sure that you ring the notification bell so you never miss out on a new video that I make. And now let's get right into it.
Oliver was attacked in his flat
Oliver
and
was
taken to the
attacked.
hospital. There are 4 suspects, all of them Oliver's neighbors. Wow, I'd find another apartment.
His neighbors
Amelia
turned
said
against
she'd been
him.
walking in the
That's
park
evil.
since early morning. Henry explained he had been painting in his studio and had heard nothing. Jacob said he had been repairing his car. Sophia answered she'd been taking a bath for the past
3 hours, that's a long time.
these people's hands and tried to figure out who's lying.
Oh, the guy who was painting doesn't have any paint on his hands. So I think that it was him. Let's find out.
It's a bit strange that Jacob, who was repairing his car, and Henry, who was painting, both have
See,
such
guys,
clean
I think you're
hands.
right.
But they could be wearing gloves.
Gloves?
On the other hand, Sophia's hands and fingers don't have wrinkles. But it
Oh,
would be
she
a
was in
natural skin
water.
reaction after 3 hours in the
Okay.
bathtub. Sophia,
Yeah.
you've been caught
lost.
smooth-handed. The police found out there was a new smuggler in town.
Smuggler?
3
Why are there
people
so
were
many
under
bad
suspicion.
people?
Luna, a school bus driver, Jackson, a fire truck driver, and Daniel, an ambulance
Find out
driver.
who it was.
All of them claim to have been busy with their work since the very morning. Can you figure out who's the smuggler?
I'm looking at them. I do not see anything.
Look at the car Daniel drives. On such vehicles, the word ambulance is normally written backward.
It is?
It's done so that other drivers can instantly
I
read the
did not
inverted word
realize
in
that.
their rearview mirrors.
Well, I
Well,
learned
it
something
seems
new.
Daniel has given himself away. It was the day when Jacob was supposed to be discharged from the hospital. He had spent a couple of months
Couple
there
months?
and underwent several
So
surgeries.
sorry, Jacob.
His doctor told him he was going to be fine. It was safe for Jacob to leave the
It
hospital.
wasn't though?
But the guy didn't believe these promises. In low spirits, he walked home. On the way, he accidentally bumps
Oh,
into an
no.
elderly
That's
lady.
terrible.
She gets furious and started to shout at Jacob. But instead of arguing back, he hugged the woman and ran home. Why?
These stories, or riddles, whatever they're called, are kind of crazy. I have no clue what's going on. He gets let out of the hospital, he bumps into someone, he hugs them. Maybe he just hugged her to apologize. Maybe it was his grandma. I have no clue. This is interesting, but I really don't know. Let's find out what happened. They barely even give you any time to figure out, like, what they are. Okay, let's see.
Jacob had hearing loss. He didn't believe his
loss?
problem could be helped. But when he heard the woman shouting at him, he realized the doctor had told him the truth.
Who would
Maybe the doctor
ever
should have
guess
shouted.
that? Okay, whatever.
Chloe stayed late at the office that day. When she was driving home, the woman was worn out.
I'd
At
be
one
worn out
moment,
too.
she even started to doze off. That's when it happened.
Uh-oh.
She spun off the road and crashed through the
Oh,
fence that
no.
was on her way.
Yeah, that's not
She
good.
couldn't control the car anymore.
she's okay.
It slipped down a steep
phew.
hill and ended up
At
in a
least the
lake.
water, not in,
Chloe
like,
couldn't
a bad
move her
place.
arms. They were stuck. She couldn't
What?
undo her seatbelt or open the door. The car sank to the bottom of the lake. Was Chloe doomed? Rescuers arrived 3 hours later. The woman was still in the car, but she was alive. How did she survive?
Well, I guess the windows were closed, so maybe the air conditioning was on. She had enough air to survive. That's my guess.
After the car hit the bottom of the lake, the water only came up to Chloe's throat.
Oh.
It was a very shallow lake. Good thing, huh?
Okay.
It was Jack's birthday, and the fellow got a present he had been
A
dreaming about
motorcycle?
for ages. A
Or a
motorbike.
motorbike.
The next
Is that
morning,
what
he
it's
rode
called?
his bike to college and left it at the
At least
parking
he's
lot.
wearing a helmet.
During lunchtime,
good thing.
Jack decided to check on his motorbike. Imagine his horror when he found out someone had broken the mirrors.
Someone
The
broke
security
his
guard
mirrors.
told Jack
That's so
only
awful.
three other people
No.
had left his building in the afternoon. They were Owen and Sam, two best friends, and Layla, the girl who once liked Jack but got turned down
Yeah,
by him.
it's definitely
Owen said
Layla.
he and Sam had gone to the campus cafe to get sandwiches for lunch. Sam confirmed this. He then added the bike could have been damaged by Layla out of revenge. But Layla told Jack her mother had visited her and they had spent 2
I do
hours
not
together.
know.
So, who's lying?
That guy's bag says food delivery. I don't know if that has to do with anything, but I have no clue.
Owen has a paper bag with food delivery
Yeah, I
written
noticed
on
that.
it. It means the guys ordered their lunch, not bought it in the cafe.
Oh.
They broke Jack's mirrors
You
and
know what, I
tried
was
to frame
close.
Layla. Not a good
I
reflection
didn't really
on
get
them,
any of them
huh?
right yet,
Detective
but
Taylor was
this is
chasing
still
a
fun.
dangerous criminal. Suddenly, the man entered a hospital. Oh no, there are hundreds of rooms there. Luckily, it was raining, and the criminal left footprints on the
Okay.
hospital floor. The detective
followed
followed
them right
them
in there.
and got into a small room. There were 3 people there, all covered in
There's no way
bandages from
anyone
head to
can cover
toe.
themselves
But
in
one of them was a
bandages
fake
in
patient.
that
Who?
2 seconds where they ran to the hospital. There's no way, but
Let's see. Oh, that one guy doesn't have the water IV thing, so it's all the way on the left. It's him.
It
What?
was the dude in the middle. He didn't even have a medical chart next to his bed.
I don't know what
Very
medical
quick job on the
charts
bandages,
are.
though.
Come
The
on.
CEO of a large company called the police. He was sure that one of his employees, Victoria, had stolen a memory card with secret information.
Uh-oh.
She was going to sell it to their competitors. The police arrived at Victoria's house, but the woman didn't let them in without a
What's
warrant.
a warrant?
The officers
I
had to
have no
leave to get
clue.
all the necessary papers. By the time they were back, Victoria had already been sitting in her car, ready to drive off.
Yeah.
The police officers
it's her
arrested the
fault.
woman.
She did
They
it.
searched her car and clothes, but found nothing. And then, when they were about to give up, one of the detectives realized where Victoria kept the memory
How?
card. Can you figure it out?
Her hand is like in a fist. It could be in her hand or in her pocket. I have no clue.
When the police first came to her, the woman had her hair down. But after that, Victoria changed
It's in
her
her
hairstyle.
hair?
The memory card is in her bun. Yep, Victoria and her sticky bun.
Okay.
Michael was going home from the gym when everything went black.
Oh no.
When he
I'm sorry,
regained
Michael.
consciousness, he found out he was in a locked room. Next to the door, there was a computer with a
Yeah,
keyboard.
this would never happen.
On the screen, there was a riddle. Michael had to write the correct answer and the door
Okay.
would open.
I'm
The
good
riddle
with
went like
riddles.
this. It makes 2 people out of 1. What is it? Michael typed the needed word and the door opened. He was free to go. What was the
I'm
answer?
gonna pause because I need some time to think here. It makes 2 people out of 1. I give up. I have no clue. Let's see what it is.
It's a mirror. Oh, I was guessing a buzzsaw, but this one is better.
That's not
and
2
not as messy.
people. It's just a reflection.
2 best friends, Emily and
Doesn't
Luna,
count.
came to a popular and expensive hair salon. At first, the administrator told the girls they had just one available hairstylist.
no.
But after making a phone call, she happily announced she had found another
Yay.
hairdresser. Emily and Luna could have their hair done at the same time. But in the process, it dawned on the girls that one of the hairstylists was fake. Which one?
That one has this cream thing in her hand instead of a comb. I have no clue what it is, but I'm assuming it's the one on the left.
Both hairstylists are using regular scissors, but instead of hairspray, the one on the left is holding a can of bug spray.
Well,
Yeah,
you
that's
know
a
what?
big clue
oh,
right there.
she doesn't have teeth.
A man on a bike grabbed Sarah's bag with
Oh,
all
no.
her documents, money, and
Look at her
smartphone
face,
and
she's just
sped
like-
off. The only way the girl can get her bag back is by taking someone's car and driving after the criminal. There are 3 vehicles parked nearby.
Does she have a car?
Which one can Sarah break into and drive off? Borrow.
There's someone in that car, so maybe she could just knock on it and ask him to drive. Because besides that, they look the same.
A man is sitting in the blue car. That's no good. If she decides to take the red car, CCTV will spot her. Her only option is the brown
that's
vehicle.
not true.
Oh, and Sarah, don't forget to return the wheels when you get your bag back. Otherwise, you'll be
chase
grand
after
theft,
the guy.
Sarah.
Okay,
Mary and her
whatever.
younger brother Alex were mushroom hunting in the forest. Wait, mushroom hunting? What do? Sneak up on them so they don't escape? Anyway, they started to quarrel. Alex got angry and ran away. After several minutes, Mary rushed after him. She was still
Where did he
fuming,
go?
but also worried. Soon, the
I hope you
girl
find
reached
him,
a
Mary.
small river. A man was sitting on the shore. Did you see a teenager here? Mary asked. Yep, he's just taken a boat and made it to the other side.
Oh no, he got
But
that
Mary
far
didn't
away.
believe the
Oh,
man. Why?
Okay. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't a teenager. I don't know.
The boat is indeed on the other side, but the paddles are lying next to the man. How could the boy cross the river
You know,
without them?
I'm not that
So,
observant.
where's
How would I
Alex?
know that?
Kidnapped by the escaped mushrooms? We may
How much
never
longer
know.
do we have here?
Ella came to a party that
Couple
took
of
place in her
minutes.
best friend's house. It was a riddle party. All the guests had to crack mysteries and
Sounds like a
participate
party
in different
I would
challenges.
love.
Ella's task was to get out of a locked room in the basement. The girl
Ooh,
was
like an
blindfolded,
escape room.
taken
I love
downstairs,
escape
and left
rooms.
alone.
They are so fun.
After pulling the piece of cloth off her eyes, Ella noticed the door had a code lock.
Okay.
She also spotted a sheet of paper lying on the floor next to the door. There were 4 flowers drawn there. Ella looked at them for a while and entered the correct code. The door opened and the girl joined the party. So, what was the code?
4, 4, 4, 4. I don't know. How would I know that?
Ella counted the petals on each flower. The code was 5748.
Yeah, I didn't have enough time
Carter
to
was
count
visiting.
them.
Okay, guys.
I don't know about you, but I definitely lost this. I didn't do too well, but it was still pretty fun, so I hope that you had fun watching it, and I hope that I see you guys next time. So thanks for watching again, and I'll see you. Bye.